Chris Ade is it's a young man from a very humble background, raised by a mom, lost his father at a very tender age. I'm actually from a family of 6. I happen to be like the 5th child of that family, now second to the last born. I'm a singer, a songwriter, a gospel music minister, above all. An inspirational artist. I write songs, I write inspirational songs, as the case may be. But I'm a gospel music minister, and I'm also an entrepreneur. My journey to Project Fame started from, I think, in the year 2010. Yeah, 2010, 2011. That was when I was actually in my final year. In school. I was working on my project then, and somehow a friend of mine, my friend Samphoni, called me up and said, "Guy, you need to come. Let's go for this auditioning in Abuja." Prior to that period, I had gone for Project Fame like twice. One in Enugu. Enugu, is it Enugu? Oh yeah, Enugu thereabout, and the other one in Abuja. I'm always getting a yes in the first stage, but somehow when it comes to where you have the 3 judges, you don't get a whole yes. You get one yes, and the rest is you're disqualified, or maybe when you get a 3 yes, you don't eventually get to be called, But so at some point I got tired, Prior to that period, I went for Peak Talent Show, of which we qualified to Lagos, and I was later evicted. I got discouraged that period, but my friend called me up and said, "Guy, I beg, come and give this thing one more try," and of which I just reluctantly decided to go. And when I went, to cut the long story short, out of the thousands that came that day for the audition, I got picked. Where I was auditioned by Meltida, by Splash of the Blessed Memory, and by one Dalong way back, and it was an amazing for me. I went there and I was myself. Actually, I just went there and I was myself, and somehow they just, when I sang, they were wowed. They were like, "Whoa, you've got the talent." Even though we needed to work a little on you, I think you are exactly what we want. So thank you. And we went. I left while I was in school. One of those times preparing to go to class. Trying to fix myself some breakfast before I go. I got a call from Uncle Ben. He said, "Guy, I'm calling you from Ultima Studio." With this baritone voice, with his deep voice. He like, "I'm calling you from Ultima Studio. Want to say, Christian, you've qualified for the top 24." And I was like, "Whoa!" I couldn't hold it. I immediately, it was like I created a scene in the compound where I was then, and because imagine you trying that for over 3 times, and the 3rd time somehow it clicked, and I was like, "God, if it's your will, as I'm going, let me come back and graduate, even though I'm in my final year." I went there. A lot of things that happened there was actually miraculous, because we're 2 that was picked, myself and one other lady, but she didn't make it to top 18, and in the top 18, top 15 had to qualify into the house. So that's how, somehow I qualified, and I was the only person that represented the whole of North Central and the whole of the North that period. And thanks be to God, I was able to make it to the finals, and I was a 4th runner-up in my time. And, that has given me a lot of, going to Project Fame had given me a lot of, I've been able to work with some excellent minds, like the likes of Ben Obewi, that was like our music director, the likes of Ige, that was like our voice coach, the likes of Kafi, that's a professional, of course, the longest dancer in the Guinness Book of Record. You know what that means. Professional dancer and the choreographer. And we've been able to work with the likes of Mommy J. We used to call her Mommy J, Mommy Joke Silva. An amazing woman, amazing mother. That happened to be like the principal of the Project Fame Academy in my time then. And we were also privileged to have people like Kobams, Adebantu, people like this lady from Ghana, Bibi Brew, and we had TY Mix, producer extraordinary. It's been a wonderful experience. It's not been funny, but going there at some point you needed to just believe in yourself. You needed to tell yourself, guy, see, because we used to call something Black Friday those days. Every Friday 2 contestants had to go. For me, I think I was on probation for twice, but courage, and determination, and that fighting spirit in me, owing to the fact that I grew up, to go, we have this is they carry last, I had to make up my mind that against all odds, I'm going to make it to the final. And God being true to His word, I made it to the finals, even though I didn't win, but I have a lot of experience, and there were times, they had to give you a song and tell you, you're going to do this song next 5 hours. They had to, little do we know they were preparing us for the outer world, and somehow I can stand today shoulder high, shoulder tall, with my contemporaries, and I could do anything on any platform, thanks to the excellent trainings I got from Project Fame. I want to say a very big thank you to my coaches and to my judges, for their constructive criticisms. Even though we didn't emerge the winner, there's that winner, and that winner in every one of us, and it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful from scoring the songs. They give you a song to score. Somebody like Uncle Ben, he will put fire in your yash. He will say, man, guy, if you don't score this song, it's like you are leaving the house the next day. So those driving force, those impetus, kept us on our toes. A lot of times we will rehearse into the night, because the next day when you appear in the class and you don't deliver, automatically you're out of the class. So you had to. A lot of us, like I could still remember a case where I was supposed to score a song. A song was given to me, and I'm supposed to perform it the next day. I had to put the earpiece in my ear and sleep till daybreak. You know what that means? You just have to get it right. You just have to get it right in a way. And even if you're not getting your lyrics well, you have to improvise. But you have to, above all, you have to get it right. And I've learned a whole lot from them. One of the times that was critical to me, I think we had 2 scenes, two moments. Out of this critical moment, I think I'll pick 2. Let me say 3. One of those times was the time, I think, the top 18, the top 24, when I sang well, but along the line, I think I missed my lyrics, and I just told myself, guy, I was get you. I was already getting ready to go home when the judges called me and said, guy, you have a wonderful voice. You've got swag, and you're confident. The confidence you exude, it's something we every one of us are looking for in this competition. I think you're going to qualify to the next level. And I was like, wow! I was on my knees. I had to cover my head with my hands. I was like, guy, I can't believe this. Wow, are you for real? And my elder brother was actually behind behind the stage. They had to call him, to watch me, and he was so excited, so excited, that I qualified to the next level. That day we went together to the hotel, to my to my lodge, and we're so happy. And above all, I was so grateful to God for that experience. From beginning and until the end, oh, you are my God, oh, you are my God, oh, from the night times and until it's done, oh, you are my God, oh, you are my God, oh, from beginning.
You are my God. You are my God. From the night times and until it's done, oh, you are my God. You are my God. You are my God.
Lights, camera, action. Street mic, rock my street mic. The street mic.